What up, what up, what up? Peace. Good morning to you guys. All right, getting ready to trade the open here. Just marking off these swings and pivots as the opening price likes to just kind of run to these areas before reversing. Um, this is a 15-second chart, so the 925 macro is about to hit in 7 seconds. I'm wrapping up my trade plan here. Got my laminated playbook sheet, little checklist. I'll be offering that to y'all soon. Let's see, today is already a trend day currently, so I'm gonna most likely type of day is trend day. Trading window, New York AM, gonna go until 10:30 New York time. Primary trading strategy, pre-market plus landmark pullbacks, DMX plus pin plus gaps. Risk per trade, we're gonna go 200 today in Q. Overall market trend, I'm gonna go neutral currently. Current volatility, I'm gonna go slightly elevated. Current macro narratives, tariffs, rate, tech, news events, ISM manufacturing PMI at 10 a.m. today. Already got that marked on the chart here. Earnings report, nothing notable. Let's see here. Let's take. Let's pull this over here and just get some macro levels. We'll call it 2300. Support 2300. It's probably like a monthly low of August. So I'm gonna put last month low. Um, Technically, it's also the overnight low. So I'll just put after hours low. Resistance. Let's zoom in a bit. Actually, let's remove all drawings. All right, market is about to open in 3 minutes, so I'm just gonna get a quick level here. Resistance, let's call it last week low plus yesterday low. That's this area right here. And also we have new week opening gap, which is this. Key area of interest, I'm gonna say 2300 slash new week opening gap. If we get back to there, um, dang, that's 400 points away. I'm just gonna say 2300. What I want to see is a at the open. I am looking for a Judas up slash trend down bounce from 2300. All right, 928. Let's get pumped. Oh, yeah. We dialed in. All right, so selling off just before open. Took this little pivot, didn't take this, didn't get to the moving average that I like. Sweeping this just for the open. Lots of downward pressure, so gonna have to be super tight with risk if I decide to take this long. And ready to basically immediately flip by a short. Very high chance that this is going to sell off here. Actually, like a short if we can push up here and get me a short signal. Otherwise, I might take a long if we print a bullish reversal candle here. So I'm looking to just play this opening, the opening momentum. Huge move overnight. So how much downside is left here? Hard to see. Unless this is a very clean reversal, I'm not going to enter before the open. All right, I like that wick. I like this print. I like this print. Got to wait for it to close. Yep, I'll take
Order
it.
field. Order field.
All right, that was that. So I'm locked out of this. Keep the risk really tight on this account. Um, yeah, see, once it's got that high up, it wasn't that pretty of a candle, but what can you do? That's my setup. I have a good edge there, so no worries. I like that trade. Happy with that. Actually gonna copy my drawings over to my other account. And I normally trade 3 contracts, and that was 5, which is totally fine. Um, risk being kept super tight. So here it's looking like we have just pretty clean downward momentum. Um, see how this reacts here. News at 10. So this is interesting. How does this candle close? All right, I think we got to sell here.
Order filled. Order filled.
Okay. Oh, 10 micros. I don't normally trade that much. I think it wants to sell off. All right, so the losses really add up fast when you're trading 10. So we're hanging out right around this level that we swept. And does the market have a Judas in it here? I'm going to give it a shot. Man, that's such tight risk. All right, so I wasn't prepared to execute with this contract size. Hmm. And look, it's giving me what I wanted. Do I do battle here or do I stop the bleeding?
Order filled. Order filled.
Dang, dude, 170 is adding up so fast. My gosh. I like this pullback right to the 50. Um, Tempting to take 5 off there, half off there, but I'm gonna let this play out. Oh my, that was not the right button.
Order filled.
I meant to sell and I hit buy. All right. Made some of it back there, almost half. That was terrible management, though, honestly. Just, I mean, bad execution and management. But it happens. So this wants to really run here. The question is, I'm not going to chase it up, but I will play a reversal from this level. I really wish I would have just held on and not tried to take some off, because that's where my execution error came in. I wanted to take some off, but I added, and that kind of threw me off for sure. But it's all good. Let's see here. Will this really rip hard through here if it goes? That's a really interesting question. If anything, I definitely see this selling off right now, because we have swept this. What does this want to do? Does this level want to do? I got to take
Order
5
filled.
contracts here.
Order filled.
Amazing. Very nice. Okay, disrespecting the 20. Could have a major reversal on the overnight action here underway. All this could be getting ready to be taken out. So let's try to get long if we can. So the 200 is way up there. Should I wait for the news? It's going to be patient here a little bit. A little frustrated being down like this, and also that last trade, I should have made it back and been in the green. But I'm up in my size, and this is just part of the growing pain of trying to trade larger. I wasn't prepared for how much wider my stops have to be, taking on the extra risk. So obviously in my mind, I'm thinking I have to make more. Of course, I know I'm gonna be risking more, but the practical um, execution of allowing for that extra risk is I wasn't ready to actually do that on an execution level. Psychologically, I'm pretty open to it. Um, kind of want to wait for a pullback, but I kind of feel like this. Let's see where the initial imbalance is on the 1 minute. First candle here. Pretty nice. Nice bearish candle there. Not sold on the sell-off here yet. Although this 20 fails, it could kind of look nice. I'm thinking this is a Judas here, honestly.
Order filled.
I think we're going to push up a little bit. Not risking a lot anymore. I'll risk to these closes. I want this to bounce from here. This 20, I want this 20 to hold. This 20 period simple moving average based on the 5-minute chart. Or else I just want to be out of it. No worries. I'll get in again lower. And I'm actually just going to play for a new high a day. And I'm going to try to claw back this this drawdown. And then I'm going to, as I'm doing that, hopefully I'll be able to slowly build my size up. And actually I'm going to open up my risk per trade to 250, profit 400. All right. Now I need you to push here. There you go. Actually, let's take 3 off
Order
here.
filled.
And then just to see, just to leave a runner on. All right, there we go. I'll take 1 off there. And now I have a runner on. And let's just see what we can milk out of this thing. Just checking 50% of this pullback. I want my stop to be under that in case we get a dip to the 50 and then a push. And you never know where this thing wants to run. Should I add, is the question.
Order filled.
Okay. There's a nice inefficiency on the 15-minute. Minute chart. Order block here. Breaker, order block. Seen this many times. I think the wild card is the fact that we have news coming up in 15 minutes. Kind of like this, that it's holding here with all these wicks. And this is about 50% of this swing, so exactly 50%, which is like a mean reversion of the order block, I think ICT calls it. But regardless of what the name isn't important, obviously. So this is a halfway decent place to add, except I've been burnt. Adding at the top of the move, so you always feel kind of silly once the pullback comes. But in this particular move where the breaker and the order block is holding, you can see them run like this. When it's a low resistance liquidity run, you will see it continue from here. Again, news coming up in 15 minutes. That's the wild card. So I'm starting to hunt bigger fish, and the waters I'm finding out are a little more treacherous, but it's all good. 150K account down 420. That's not really nothing to worry about. And that could easily turn around with one trade. And so the main thing I want to do right now is make sure my mind is still capable of making rational decisions. My emotions haven't overtaken me. I mean, I feel pretty okay. It was a bummer to bumble this long trade, which I got in nicely. Um, but all things considered, I'm glad that I was able to have the presence of mind to take the right trade and to essentially just accept the journey that I'm on and not let it, sort of derail me here. This is interesting. Are we going to break out of this right now? I half think a breakout here will be sold off, but I'm not so sure that it's like a trade that I would take. It's definitely not an A+ trade from my playbook. Because you also have a breakout of this tight channel down. And so we're reverting to the mean after the overnight action. Okay, tapping that 15-minute order block here. Let's clean some lines up. This was a nice short actually at the open. I thought this was giving me a clean trigger, but that's when the candle was here. Once the body got long, it was no longer a pin bar. So it's super important to wait for the close. It's just hard to do when you're trading the open because if you don't get in just before the open, um, your slippage is crazy. All right, so just as I suspected, this breakout is getting sold off. Like I said, not A+, but a stop hunt here. It's hard to see that it's going to sell off much more today, but it could literally chop sideways for the rest of the day. Um, I don't know why. This feels like false advertising. Maybe I'm not getting the memo that we're actually 3 drives pattern here. I'm more tempted to take this short now after this inducement. However, this could be genuine uh, buyers taking control. And where could we be heading before for the news? What makes sense? Maybe this area makes sense for the news. Just sort of this high volume node where a lot of trades were taking place in this area, 240. See what this candle wants to do. on the 1 minute. It's currently down and inside. This would be a painful reversal in these bulls. So I kind of like it because they will be trapped. Now the bears are really hurting. Not gonna chase this. There's nothing for me to do right now. I like pullbacks to the 50. Every once in a while I'll take this kind of move long, but with news coming up, I'm just a little leery. What the game plan is, I need to check the 4 hour. Nice pin bar on the 4 hour. 1 hour candle is fully reversing, and we are bouncing from a major level. I mean, this was a major higher time frame POI, going all the way back to, where is it? Here. This right here. So price bouncing here, chop around, break, retest here. Huge move from it here. Couldn't break it here. Now we just tapped it here, so we're bouncing again. So we could have a full reversal. Yeah, this looks good. Dang, it'd be nice to have that runner on still. I gotta learn how to keep those on, dude. I think I took $35 instead of risking that and just staying break even. I probably would have kept the runner on. Now the uncertainty of trading is what makes it so hard because you just don't know what price is going to do. Like obviously I didn't know it was going to keep running. So you got to live with these decisions. So are we going to run clean to the 200? Are we going to take these guys out? Let's see something here. I'm just on my trading view chart on the other thing. I'm going to do some standard deviations. So this is about 2 from here. 4 is all the way back up here. So market maker buy model kicking in. Oh, now look at this. This fair value gap holds. That's very interesting. And then get rid of that. Let's see what the nice. All these other stonks minus Google are bouncing nicely. Stonks and NASDAQ are reclaiming. They're just about all above VWAP. Can't chase here. Definitely cannot chase this. That's not part of my plan. Life is good, man. Super blessed to be able to do this. Nothing but opportunity. Just have to manage my mind, my emotions, my expectations. I'm watching this over here. Let's see. Watching these two charts along with this 15-minute, or actually it's the 4 hour. This is the 5-minute here. 1 hour looks nice, dude. It's about to tap into a 1 hour order block. I'll have to say from the sell off 50% here, here. That's an interesting area for me, I'll have to say. So that is roughly 268. And it's also this area perfectly as well. So I'm going to put this back on the screen. This line here just grinding up. Is this thing gonna puke on this news? We just don't know. We have 5 more minutes to go. Keeping track of 50% of this leg. So this is what I call a completion. This move is basically complete because the first pullback, 50% of it is here, and it now just about perfectly lines up with the entire move. So it's a type of measured move. Also, you can look at this. It's just a type of measurement. Obviously, it's not like a silver bullet or anything. But there is a technical narrative that says, hey, we've gone up enough now. We're cool to turn around for a pullback here. Being able to disengage like this for this time period and not chase is crucial for me. All right. 1 minute, 5 minute. Decent reversal here on the 1 minute. Not super sure I want to play a short just yet. Trend line could hold, fair value gap, stop hunt, pull back from here, a bounce from here could be potential decent risk to reward. 50% is the bottom of this, so could be a liquidity grab of the trend line, stop hunt, rebounces fair value gap, tap 50%. But I would want to see this before news. So I want to see this hit here, like just fail right here, and then go. So I'm actually going to take a quick break and I'll be right back for the news here. Yo. Yo, yo, yo. Yo, yo, yo. What's up? Oh, dang, my camera's all jacked. All right, so what I'm doing right now is building a risk tolerant mindset. News just hit, acting bullish, didn't stop hunt, bounced off the fair value gap, bounced off the trend line. Here we go. Looks like we could be getting a reversal. Big pin bar, nice 15. Gonna sell
Order
this.
filled.
Why? Because I have to. That pin bar is so nice from this level is so nice. And I'll regret it if I don't. Just looks like it's ready to. But who knows? I'm building a risk tolerant mindset, right? So I got to keep my stop above that pivot high. And I got to just see what price wants to do here at this level. There's no reason for it to not come and sweep these lows other than buyers are greedy right now because that's some juicy liquidity right here. Key level, Judas at the open, you know. So I'm just gonna let the trading gods, Heavenly Father, who is the Lord of all things, knows the outcome of this trade. All right, so greedy news buyers are already sweating bullets. How far is this going to fail? I just do not know. All right, I'm halfway to my target. I'm gonna take some risk off the table here. No sense in taking a full loss when you're at this level. I'm trying to hold the full position here. Normally I would be like, oh, I got to take some off, but like, let's do this. 3, and I have to buy to close this. So come on. Come on.
Order
Not letting that reverse on me. So I took 3 off. 2 contracts on. I'm break even. See, because if it manipulates from here, like, dude, imagine. I'm this close to taking my profit and I didn't take anything. I can't abide that, bro. Like, I won't abide it. I'm not abiding that. So let's see. 23,200. I'll put a limit order in the close one. That'll be buy one right there. And then the last one, let's see if it wants to retest the 20. All right, this looks good for failing right here. But again, you just never know. They want to be dirty. Let's see what's 50% of this leg. All right, yeah, it should reverse. It should fail. There you go. There you go. Mm. I'm not going to leave it at that psych level. I'm going to actually give myself some cushion in case it doesn't make it all the way there. I mean, it just makes sense for it to take this level. I mean, it's like almost has to take that level. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised too if this gives us a new low of day actually and reverses all the way back. I'm just not going to risk giving back that much. Actually, let's see where 50% of this entire leg is. There. All right, so I'm just above that. Yeah, dude, like you bounce in here, you bounce in there, like the buyers are that strong. The market is that manipulated, just frustrating. Like, do you have patience? Do the shorts have that kind of patience? Like one more push up, and I think some people will probably like just quit trading forever. It's like the line is right here, and you just price go down, price go down to the line. Like go get the liquidity sweeps. Okay, good. See, all right. Oh, that drives me when that happens. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. No, no, you're gonna go. You're gonna go. I'll take my profit by moving in the profit, but I'm gonna get this, whatever that's there. I'm trying not to close it. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Fail, fail. This has gotta just die right here. All right, I'm taking one off. I'm no, market, market order, market order. I'm gonna take one more off, and I'm gonna go back break even. I want to try to keep this run on if I can. But we did have a liquidity sweep, and we are bouncing. So I have to be mindful that we're not in store for another trend day. See, all right, so taking that one off here, not being able to hold it until here. See, I would have got paid right there. What are you gonna do, bro? The uncertainty of it just makes it really difficult, man. Because I don't know. Dude, it's a huge sell off overnight. Like, and now we're bouncing. It could retrace that. Like, how much more selling is there left to be done here? That looks like some good buying. That looks like either this is a false advertisement. Yeah, false advertisement. Manipulation. Let's see. Ooh, 5 minute chart did put in a reversal here. It's 1 minute chart too, but that 5 minute chart. Let's see what the 15 looks like. 15 is a little less decisive. 1 hour looks pretty Gucci for a half decent retracement. Um, Question really, truly for me right now needs to be, am I going to take a long bounce off this 20? If we come down here and I get taken out of my short, am I going to play it back up? I'm going to start trailing aggressively when we get around here. Why did I take this short, dude? Because look, this 15-second candle is the perfect reversal. I mean, that's just literally perfect. It's at a POI right after news manipulation up. And the candle is just literally like the easiest candle I can push the button when I see. Buyers are trapped here. It really does need to slice through this 50 here. This needs to fail. Like, it can't diddly dick here too much longer. Like, if they're not going to sell, then they got problems. Like, this needs to just fail here. Like, come on. We done up here? Are we done yet? Are you not entertained? That is freaking bloodbath for these longs. All right. All right. A little bit of a fight going on here. A little bit of a fight going on here. Let me check the stonks. Nah, bro. This is selling off, bro. Come on. I'm gonna just say if this 20 breaks, it could fail hard, and I'm gonna let it go all the way to here, and I'm just gonna trail aggressively. Try to milk it for what I can. If I can. See if we're not gonna have some shenanigans here. I'm holding this trade. I'm willing to give back 80 something bucks, so I'm building a risk tolerant mindset. 50% of a retrace is a perfect stop hunt for this. If we get back to my entry, I do want to be out of this trade, honestly. So I'm cool with my stop placement. Trade would be invalidated. This is what I like to see, though. Like I said, this needs to just kind of fall off this cliff for a minute. Anyway, everyone wants to go higher can get better prices down here. So like, just stop these boys out. Resume your program. Tempting to add a contract there, short. As we're starting to flag a little bit. Also, this smile though, this is a yeah, exactly. You can see this really just bang all the way back up in the blink of an eyeball. Okay. First little test. We're at 50. Took some liquidity. Put in a pin. Dude, bro. I'm out of it. I'm out of it with 40 here, and I'll re-enter if I have to with 3 contracts at a better price if I think there's another short. Otherwise, like you gonna pay me here, or I'm gonna take 40 and be good. And the reason I'm gonna take 40 is I'm working out of a drawdown. So I'm working out of a drawdown, and I don't like this potential reversal. Looks kind of nice right now, actually. I mean, it's not the nicest thing I've ever seen. This is playing off the 20 period moving average based on the 2-minute chart too. You see? What was that 400? Ooh, it's failing again. Uh, uh. And it's breaking the 50. So look, I need a little bounce from here. Yep, a little bounce from here.
Order filled.
Now I need to wait 10 seconds. This shouldn't bounce back more than 50% now. Like it can dip into this imbalance, but it should fail. Unless this is major manipulation, which it totally could be. All right, 10 seconds is up. I'm gonna aggressively peel this off because that was a really aggressive entry. And I'm playing for this to come back to the 20. I want to close it because I don't love it, but I can't because I'll regret it if it turns around on me. Yep, this should fail right now. If this doesn't fail right now, this isn't the trade I'm looking for. I do not want this above this. 50% max, bro. I got to give it to the 50. I'm building a risk tolerant mindset. I got to give it a 50% retracement, like to the T. All right, there we go. Give me one push. Give me a push. Push it. Push it real good. Okay.
Order filled. Order filled.
All right. 2 of my 3 contracts are off. Now I'm going to go 50% of this. And I do that just to cover the risk on this last contract. So the profit I took on those first 2 contracts covers the risk that I have on this last contract. So this is, I don't know if there's such a thing as a free trade, but this trade is kind of with house money a little bit. I mean, this is not the best price action, honestly, to be like spending your time looking at. It's not terrible, but it's a lot of like, could it do this? Could it do that? Like, we need to get back down to this 20. If we go sideways until the 20 catches up, going up, that's just like garbage. But I guess the market after the big move overnight, now to retrace, news hit, maybe. You know, people are like, I don't know what to do here. Let's
Order filled.
let's just chill out for a bit. Um, or this is like we're good to go now. Back resuming our uptrend. I'm waiting. This 5-minute candle has 2 minutes left. If it closes like a serious reversal, then I think we'll have something to contemplate. All right, let's see here. 2 times 4 is 8. 8 times 20 is 160. All right, so this is the moving average based on the 2-minute chart, the 20 period based on the 2-minute. All right, so boom, back up here. How this reacts to 50%. Oh, this is tempting because these shorts are gonna really close once this thing starts to push. I'm not chasing this. There's no way. There's no way I'm getting long right here. Not that it's not possible that we're going up. We very likely could be going to close the overnight gap. Just cleaning this up a bit here. All right, so possible reversal from here. This liquidity line. Ooh, see? We're at the 50. That's a kind of a nice spot to get long, actually. I'm gonna do a super tight risk. Super tight risk.
Order
Okay,
filled.
no problem, no problem. Because if this 50 holds and it bounces, then that will be where it will begin to hold from. No problem at all. Now 50 is lining up at this level nicely, and it's a thing, and you have a draw above. Give me a clean pin off this level, then I will kind of be forced to take a long. Things looking like they want to bounce here. Close, man. Dude, you gotta be patient. It's so tempting to chase that long right there. It's so tempting. You gotta let this pull back. You gotta let it pull back a little bit. You gotta buy it down close bar. Ooh, man. This is a tempting short, dude. Tempting, bro. Hmm. Ah, bro. Bro. Oh my gosh.
Order filled.
I'm not losing this bar. I'm entering in this bar and I'm not losing that bar. $280 limit. 2.80. Sell one. 90. Sell one. I'm building a risk on mindset. Oh man, I don't know, dude. This is kind of, yeah, unless we get another push here soon. You don't want it to hang around here because this just looks more and more like a liquidity sweep for a continued failure. Where is the highest body close in the 1 minute? Dang, we're there already. This highest body close on the 1 minute is where a lot of people will sell. So it's tempting to close this here, but I will regret it. And we're getting a tight channel. I mean, this has, man, this is hard, bro. It is. It is hard. It's hard. It, I just have to. Ah, there's no right answer here, bro.
Order filled.
Dang, I was so close to closing it. There's just no. If I would have closed it and it would have popped, I just would have been so drove. So I had to accept that risk, dude. I had to be loyal to my decision there. Um, let's see what this looks like. Hmm. 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 Reversal kicking in on the 5 minute, which looks pretty great. Yeah, this reversal looks great on the 5 minute. Can I afford to trade is the question. Stop has to go way up there. This tightening channel was deceiving because it wasn't too tight and it was kind of sloping. It wasn't steep enough. But when you see these tightening channels, a lot of times it's trickery. Um, I almost have to sell this freaking candle. This 5 minute candle's such a nice short reversal. It really is.
Order filled.
Give it the 50% reversal. I'll give it to the 50%. Hmm. Hmm. Building a risk tolerant mindset. Trust in my analysis. Totally possible to reverse on this 5 minute candle, but it looks really nice. I think we want to revisit the 20. The reversal is strong. This is great manipulation here. I like these levels to reverse from for now. Confirmation bias? Maybe. Sometimes that's all you got is your own understanding. And that's why I didn't want to put my stop here, because I felt like this could be a great area to manipulate. Although there's kind of like a timing element, right? So this wave, and then it's so fast, like it's like a sharp, gotta give it time to consolidate, then. So 923 here. Hmm. Hmm. Either stops me out or it goes in my favor. That's it. Two outcomes can happen here.
Order filled.
Hmm. That's pretty nice volume too. Tempting to revenge trade. Is this a revenge trade or is that literally
Order filled.
tough, dude? I had to take this because that's actually decent volume, and there's a lot of reason for it to push up here, honestly. I'm going to take the risk off here because I'm being really aggressive and I'm already down, so I do have to protect my account. Get, it needs to get right here. Needs to get right here.
Order filled.
Okay. Ooh, is that a cliffhanger or is that manipulation, bro? Dude, I might need to just be careful in this market because this could be just a bloodbath up in here for a minute. Be very careful here. I'm going to size down. I'm going to stay at 3 contracts. To be very careful here.
Order
I'm
filled.
taking this because I like the look of that bar. I like this pin bar right here. I really do. Shooter counters hammer. Get, bro.
Order
I
filled.
killed that early. That's I don't like the look of that. Hmm. Hmm. Whoo, boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is a tricky game, bro. This is a hard game to play. You got to be very nimble mentally here to play this game like this. You got to be very nimble.
Order filled.
Killed that early, thankfully. But let's look at this here, bro. A lot of indecision. Let's go to, I want to see the regular trading hour chart. So huge gap above, huge gap fill play. Looks like it's working, right? Like, looks like it's trying to work. What does VWAP look like on this thing? Holding above VWAP. Holding above VWAP. The timing is the problem, bro. Just timing this stuff, dude. There's no reason this shouldn't,
Order filled.
you know, getting the time right. It's just like, can you afford to stay in the game? New high a day. What are we gonna do with that? Get. Gotta leave some risk on the table. I'm building a risk tolerant mindset. Dude, come on. Nah, bro. You're gonna get, I'm not giving back a penny here. Breathe.
Order filled. Order filled.
Like that. That's a cliffhanger. Cliffhanger here. This down close candle is the last thing. It's like a trampoline. It's just gonna bounce up. So if this was an upside down cliff, the reversal is it just goes. Could be playing for this trend line, but we'll see. I think it's really ready to, to run this. Dang, that's so tricky, bro. The timing, man. Just gotta wait for something obvious, dude. Just gotta chill out here for a minute. Reversal in the 1 minute. Oh man, is that false advertising? But I think that's like the I think that's the shorts panicking because they know this is coming. Dude, we know this is coming right now. I keep putting this order in. It's so funny. Like, is it gonna hit? Like hit, bro. Amazing, dude. This is amazing. This thing is gonna violently fail here if it doesn't go. This thing is gonna violently fail short if it doesn't freaking rip right now. I'm not taking no super out on this trade. Ah, get, get. That's enough. I gotta give it to that. Oh my God, bro. Oh, it's so hard. Oh my God. How's that not the right time for this thing to go? It doesn't want to go. This thing about to super fail? Nah, dude, you're not tricking me. You gotta be super nimble here, bro. Oh, they lost their appetite, bro. There's no way. Super fail. This has to super fail. Super fail, dude.
Order filled.
Yeah, super fail. Taking no risk, and I'm just adding on the way down because this should super fail past this level and take them out. Bounce off VWAP, 20 period SMA. Super easy to lose. Not that easy to hit full target and win. Close. It's close there. Close there. I'm just going to aggressively trail this. I'm going to try not to take partials because I think we can take this out and I think we want to tap these moving averages here. But this market's pretty frustrating. Not gonna lie, so we'll see. Interesting there. Keep going. Keep going. Here we go. Keep going. Just had to be patient. Tempting to take like some profit, but no. Just have to be patient and let it fail if it's going to. I think it should. I mean, a balance here is really nice, and then a play. Up, I like that. Sort of broadening formation here. Down, up. And now let's get the down back in. Playing for this level to be taken, coinciding with these moving averages. So now, dude, how much of this $300 do I get back is the issue in my brain always. If I take half off, I'm only taking 150 and I'm removing my opportunity to make however much here. So it's like you really want to just see these levels hit with full size on them. And it looks like we got a good failure underway, so I'm not ready to sell yet. I have to start trailing aggressively because I can't give it that much back.
Order filled.
I'm buying 3 because I'm going to try to see if these levels want to fail. We could have a major failure.
Order filled.
All right. I'll take one more off there. Ooh, this could be a crazy bounce or a crazy failure. It shouldn't chop here too long. Oh my gosh, bro. This fails, it's going to go downtown. I'm
Order filled.
adding one, bro, because if this fails, I want to have one more on. Adding a limit order to take one off here. That's the full 50% right there. So I'm going to take one off at 50. Trying to fight. Looks like a nice bottom. I love that wick. That looks good. Let's go. Puke. Puke. 15-minute chart looks weak. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, dude. It's hanging on for a while here. Okay. Major bounds can easily happen. Is that the fake out they needed? That's all the fake out they needed right there. Huge inducement. Longs just got murked. Ugh. Everyone that bought there just got super murked. No, you gotta fail to the next level now. That's almost worth adding on. Come on. Down you go. Down you go, baby. I'm building a risk tolerant mindset. I'm becoming more and more patient. I'm waiting for my targets to hit. I'm not always taking off partials constantly. Let's go, baby. Just locking in a little bit more here.
Order
Okay,
filled.
nice. Sweet. So very volatile day, very hard day to trade. Almost see the light at the end of the tunnel here. I mean, dude, again, if it fails here from this 50, it's like good night. So should I sell another one? So tempting, bro, to sell one right here. That's very nearly impossible to trade this the way that I trade with super tight risk. This is going to have a pretty steep bounce at some point. Hmm. I don't know, man. Maybe I should take this. I don't think I should let it retrace all the way back up there. If anything, I should re-enter. I want it to fail from this 50 or I'm out. Yeah, I want this 50 level to just fail here further down because if it does bounce, then shorts could, yeah, this is either going to fail and I'm going to aggressively trail or I'm done. here. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day of learning. Thank you for the progress that you are helping me achieve. Who is in the chat? Yo, if you're watching, say what's up in the chat though. Let's go. That pivot don't mean nothing. You got another pivot right here. Just keep on going. Slice down through this. You want to get back to the initial opening, the initial imbalance here. Looks like this 1 hour is going to be a failed 2 reversal. Boom, inverted on the 15 minute looks nice. This is a great short channel. I mean, it's a pivot machine gun for sure. But look at that beauty.
Order filled.
Alrighty then. I'll take it. I don't want to ride this thing back up. Who knows what it's going to look like. 50% of that leg. I may take a VWAP rejection here, short. Also worth considering calling it a day, given the price action. Only down $100, which is like no big deal. I think I was down like 800 at some point. This is funny. This is a funny formation. This is a cliffhanger on the 1 minute. You just have a big up bar. We're not done with the downside, so this is just going to fail, this up move. It's flagging real hard here. Very interesting. %, could consolidate here for a bit. 9:53, new hour coming up. There. Mind the flip. RIP Rob Smith. This level. VWAP, 20 SMA. Some kind of breaker slash order block situation there. 50% of this leg is just a little higher. Got another moving average up there. Reversal from this box looks good. If we can't even get there, then that's pretty weak. Hard day to call. With such a big overnight move, a lot of times you will just get chopped. Where is it? Yo, what up though? Say what up in the chat, yerd. I'm trying to see this. So we retraced a little more than 50% of London session range here, back up into London. Now we're failing. Didn't want to get all the way up to 23.3. Yeah, this looks very discouraging for the Bulls. This channel here is just like, All right, I'm going to take a quick break and I'll be back for the flip. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, 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 yo. Yo, who's creeping on my stream and not commenting though? Like, say what's up in the chat if you watch me. All right, man. Well, half decent fake reversal forming here. So, little accumulation possibly before we rip back up. Um, also could be accumulation, manipulation, distribution. I think this is what is it? Reaccumulation and redistribution in a market maker sell model. Yep, we just perfectly kind of took out all this heavy volume area. Tricky, tricky, tricky price action right there to trade. With the way that I trade, keeping the risk relatively tight. Um, so Mr. Market, it's trying to, but I don't really buy it that it's going to bounce here that hard. I think it will bounce a little, but I feel like we got more downside. Although, I mean, technically, from a technical perspective, I mean, this is what you want to see. Push up, 50% retracement, sort of accumulating here. Or beneath all the moving averages now. Although the 20 is trending up, we're way below the 200. There is a gap fill trade above, but it doesn't got to fill that gap today. All right, new hours. New hour kicking in, watching the hourly candle here. So definitely expecting this hourly candle to continue lower. Um, might be at consequent encroachment of the 4 hour almost. 129. So super close. Consequent encroachment of the 4 hour candle is like right around here. So this makes sense. Let's see what price wants to do right in this area here. This is gonna sort of tell the tale. If it rips through there, it's just ugly. Could consider getting long for sure. But you could be just in store for some chop. So you want to see a rejection here short if you can. Get one. I'm watching the 1 minute and the 5 minute over here on the other screen. Just gonna see if they any layups manifest. So this makes sense. Let's see 50% of this leg. Price gets below this. Dicey. Kind of want to see it continue higher back up to the moving averages off this somewhere right around here. Volume is slightly decreasing. All right, now it's picking up. We're getting a wick. 50% here. Lowest risk opportunity long is right around this area. If you get a close beneath this, it's not that pretty. Let's go to the hourly candles on the stonks. I watch the 7 biggest stocks in the NASDAQ. Apart from Meta, the hourlies all look bearish. So that is telling me we got some downside coming here, my guys. Just not going to force this or rush this right now. Kind of want to see. Yeah. Let's see. 15 minutes. Yeah, not a lot of strength. I don't see a lot of strength for this gap fill play happening today. If anything, I'm seeing another short opportunity here. I'm going to take it. Playing for this low. Tight risk. This 50 should fail if people are seeing what I'm seeing. I'll give it a little room above this, but $50 should fail. All right, I don't want to take more risks. It's been a really volatile day, so I'm trying to keep my risk really tight. And I'm clawing myself out of this drawdown. And do it $20 at a time. 135. Limit order there. 135, 126. Take one. No, what did I do that for? Oh, I typed the wrong number. Okay, well, it happens. Looks like I took about $20 there. So push here. One more contract. Then I'll have a runner. That I might just leave on. And I'm going to close the stream up. Since whoever's watching my stream won't even comment in the chat to say, yo, what's up? Or, cool shirt, dude. You trade in a cool shirt. Like, can't even tell me my shirt's cool. I'm teaching you how to trade, and you can't even tell me that I have a cool shirt. Let's go. Dang, bro. You see, that's the kind of stuff that just makes me want to drag this target here, like it's going to fail even faster down. Like, just fail down. There you go. Oh, 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 oh. No, 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 no. Fail. Ooh, I'm taking 50 here. I'm not taking a big L. Zero. Why did I do this? Because it's like holding people and it's just like the momentum is building like it's going to break harder. Um, market. Okay. I'm going to market, take one off. Dang, bro, this thing's going to fail hard, dude. Let's go, fail. Let's see what a failure looks like. And once this thing fails below this level, I'm going to market one off, and then I'm going to leave a runner. And then I'm going to be good for today. Yeah, bro. Dip on down, far down. Go far away down. Okay. Taking one off there because it's closing up, sweeping the level. Like the bounce from here. Yeah, bro. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So I'm not going to take $26 on this last contract. I'm going to try to stay in this trade for zero, and I'm going to try to let it run, returning to initial imbalance. I don't know what this level is anymore. Let's see what this is tied to. This is that initial POI. So yeah, I'll leave it there. I'll leave this runner on. Dude, should I really truly let it run? Like new low of day? I can put a trailing stop in, bro. Trail distance ticks. 40 ticks is 20 points. No, 40 ticks is 10 points. 80 ticks is 20 points. Let's go 80 ticks. Okay. 80. I haven't used this yet. Let's see, buy one trailing stop. I'm just gonna watch it and let's see what it does with this trend line and this level here. And depending on that, I'll put the order in. It has to push away at least 20. So this has to get to 40 bucks before it makes sense for me to even place this trailing stop order. Because we might not have this run around for too much longer. Man, what a great day for learning, dude. Down 800, down 100, down 600, down 100. Fighting my back. I'm basically break even now for the day. But a lot of it was just execution error and mistakes tied to trying to trade with larger size initially in the morning. And yeah, we'll just have to recalibrate, focus, reset our attention for tomorrow and crush it. Just keep crushing it, dude. I've been crushing it. Yo, we're crushing it on this stream. Who took this trade with me, bro? Psych, do not copy me. This is not financial advice. You know, can't even chat the word like shirt or cool or nothing. Can't even comment nothing in the chat that says like shirt even. All right, boom. I'm gonna try it. Buy, trail, and stop. Try it. All right, there we go. Buy, trail, and stop. Oh, it's trailing. Look at it go. Is 20 points enough? I really don't know, dude. If I'm trying to hold it to the end of the day, like it's gonna reverse more than that. End of the day. No, I'm not trying to hold it to the end of the day. New low of day. We'll just have to see. I think I'm done now. I'm almost in the green now. Oh, bro, really? 20-point retrace just like that? Nah, bro. Nah, 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 bro. Nah, bro.
Order filled.
All right. No go on the runner at that moment in time. Yeah, so we're bouncing off the consequent encroachment of that 4 hour candle. Who cares or knows about that really other than ICT traders? Probably literally nobody. Like no one in the financial industry gives a flying hoot about it. But maybe they do. I doubt they call it consequent encroachment of the 4 hour wick if they do. Um, do I call it right here? I think I might call it. So tempting to get back in a short though, because look, perfect bounce off the 50 level, bro. Like almost perfect right there. This is a cliffhanger. Dude, bro, this market's chappy. Yeah, everything's looking chappy. Gonna front run this breakout trade a little bit, or does that kind of sound crazy? 1 hours look weak, 15 looks weak, 5 minute chart looking weak. 1 minute chart, we're bouncing a little bit on the stonks. But I don't see anything that's other than a sweep on Google, and we got a double bottom on Google. I think this fails right here, ladies and gentlemen. I definitely don't think it gets back above 50. Yeah, here we go. Here's that failure that I was seeing. Nice. Okay. I think it goes right here. I think it goes like maybe goes for real. The volume is just kind of sad right now. It's not lunch yet. 50% retrace. It's just the dog in me, bro, to fight. Bro, I just want to like 20 down 26 bucks. Oh, who cares? I want to end green though. After this day, like I want to take one more trade and just scalp this 26 bucks with a single contract. Because I don't mind the risk. Oh, dude, wrong order type. I like this. That's a nice reversal candle. A short reversal candle. The longs it chased right there got trapped. Um, all good, bro. I probably would have made back my 26 bucks. It's like a spiritual battle, right? See? Easy. I'd be in the green easy. Entertaining this ghost on the stream. Oh, man. I'm going to lock myself out. Why not? It's been a great day. It's been a great day, dude, for learning. Lockout all day. Yes, lock me out. A lot of missed opportunities, a lot of learning, um, a lot of doing battle. I don't think I took too many dumb trades or bad trades. The execution was definitely not top notch where it needs to be for trading a larger size. I bungled this long trade, which should have put me way in the green and was a major comeback trade. But it's all good. I think we're reading the market pretty well. And all things considered, given the day, you know, down 26 in this, 26 bucks in these accounts, down 140 in these other accounts, but it's all good, bro. That's well within my risk tolerance. So it's a good day. I'm done. I'm calling it. You didn't say I have a cool shirt, so, what's the point of hanging out anymore?